Baby's down, monitor's on, cat's asleep behind me. Welcome to a Tired Dad review. I'm Nick. I've never done a review on this channel before. If you look back in my catalog, it is mostly videos from concerts and things that I've gone to when I didn't have a child. Now, this is the time I have. So, I do receive JBL products. I have since 2017. I've probably got 30 pairs of headphones, decent amount of speakers, and a wife that is slowly entering the room. So I do have a lot of experience with JBL products. I've never done a video before, so this is me doing a video. The reason why I wanted to do a video was because this is the first time I've ever gotten a large speaker from JBL, which is awesome. I have a handful of portable speakers that I've purchased myself, and then also some that they have sent me. And I've always been a fan of their portable speakers. They have great sound, especially with the diaphragm on almost every single one of them. For such small speakers, they really do have a good amount of oomph and depth to them. But again, it's the quality of a portable speaker. So it's not something that, I would expect out of a home cabinet or any sort of surround sound. It's for fun. This is the JBL Authentics 300, which is the more robust portable version of the 200, 300, and 500 speakers that just came out. It is definitely a beast. It's about 10 pounds, and it has a full subwoofer and ventilator on the bottom, which is fantastic. Um, Definitely a lot of bass, and that's what you come to expect from JBL because they're a big bass company. Um, Two 1-inch 25 millimeter tweeters, which do their job. Definitely rich, full treble. It's beautiful. And the sub on the bottom, I believe, is a 5-inch. Could be a 6. I am too tired and too lazy to look it up right now, but you can trust this dad. Uh, it sounds good. A big factor there, though, is there is no mid range speaker. So while the tweeters do give a very full sound while the bass is there, on songs that are really just sounds in general that have a more full mid range push, it's a little lacking. And especially on full spectrum songs where you have a lot of highs, a lot of mids, a lot of lows, um, the mids tend to get kind of muddled by the bass, and they don't carry very well when the treble is really high. You can tell that this is what they geared it for, though, because of the fact that there is a bass and treble knob on top of the speaker. So they were going for that. I'm guessing, especially since it's portable, they more than likely wanted to make sure that it was more tuned for outdoor use. So heavy bass is going to carry mids in a way that adding more speakers. It might not. Let me rephrase. It probably was a good play for what the point of the speaker is. Um, there are a couple other buttons. Obviously, a power button. You do have a Bluetooth button. The big one is the heart button, which I had hoped was a favorite or a like, really, for any functionality of any streaming service. What it actually is it will play a favorite playlist that you can set up on streaming services, but they are obscure. It is like Deezer and Amazon Music, uh, Title, which uh, yeah, a lot of people use, and then um, Kobas, which is sort of another version of Title. I understand that they're looking to maybe push this as a hi-fi speaker. I'm not sure of the lossless playback on this speaker, as it is Bluetooth. JBL has yet to offer a lossless Bluetooth experience on any of their headphones or speakers. But again, I could be wrong. I'd have to look further into the codec and see if it's running like an aptX low latency or something along those lines. There is a chance. Research. And then there is one more button. Obviously, on the volume knob, you do have a play, pause. You can double tap for skip, and you can triple tap to bring it back to the beginning of the song. So that is actually really helpful. I will say it's got a good sort of soft click to it, good functionality. It's easy to actually go back or go forward, and you're not over punching the button. And I do want to highlight, though, one thing that I've run into with the speaker is the volume knob is touchy. This speaker can run two different ways. You can connect it to Wi-Fi, to your home setup if you've got Alexa or Google Home. Cool. And in that regard, this volume knob would be independent of anything else. It would be its own speaker. You can also turn it up in the group or whatever app you're using. But if you have it linked to your phone, it's kind of a negative compared to a volume rocker. Main reason is a rocker is similar to what's on your phone. A knob is not. When you go to turn it, and it is 50-50, it might shoot your phone all the way up to the top volume, shoot it back down. I had a lot of glitchiness with it. I really wish it was more consistent. And especially, I know they were going for the knob look, but I mean, even a rocker would have been better, or buttons would have been better. Something that actually would have given it more of a tactile feel and a one click, two click, as opposed to the turn of the knob, which there is no click to the knob, which again, it's pretty misleading if you're going to turn it up just a little bit and you accidentally shoot it all the way up, which I have done multiple times. Um, Definitely not the best experience with it, but at the same time, I'm using my phone in that regard to turn it up or down, so I'm not too concerned. Overall, fantastic sound. The connectivity is solid, especially for a home speaker. It does link up for speaker groups. I had a little bit of a time getting that set up in Google, but it does work. And I wish I could link it to my TV when the baby's asleep. Can't do that, but in terms of music and music playback, definitely works great. Um, Overall, sturdy. Seems like at least some of this is made of metal. Uh, and I do believe, especially, I brought this out camping. It definitely filled the cabin, and out in front of the cabin, it was a good amount of sound. Um, I am taking this for what it is, which to me is a giant portable speaker, which I will bring with me everywhere. At the park, this is fantastic. You could literally have a whole birthday or whatever just running off this one speaker, and it would be really fill the area. If it is something you're in the market for, a more heavy duty outdoor speaker or anything along those lines, this follows suit. I know the 200 is just another smaller version of this, but also a home speaker. The 500, I wish I got my hands on. That one is the home speaker, and it's got a full mid range cabinet. Definitely a different design. So I could see what they were going for with this, and it did, in my opinion, it paid off. So um, it's an interesting case. It's kind of like a pleather. It's got a little bit of a texture to it. This is also another leather, faux leather wrapped handle. Um, the knobs are plastic, and again, if you're going for that more higher end uh, outdoor speaker or indoor speaker, whatever, and you're gonna be putting knobs on it, and you have this sort of and possibly aluminum case, I would expect a metal knob, but you can't really ask for a whole ton there. It's a knob. As I mentioned earlier, and you can see here, just a killer little diaphragm on the bottom, really reverberates and builds that bass. Um, I could recommend Alex Perez or EPROM, EPROM, if you really want to test this out. Definitely hefty sound. Just for a little I guess background, I do listen to pretty much everything except for country and reggae. So I can't tell you what a banjo or a steel drum sounds like on this, but in terms of rock and roll, fantastic sound. In terms of electronic, it's 50-50 because again, the bass can really sap a lot of the mid and highs even that you would really want with a sort of a wide spectrum sound like that. um, there are definitely genres that work very well with this, like drum and bass. Um, Techno is a kind of a hit and miss. House music, fantastic. So again, this is a very good speaker for a wide array of genres. Some speakers kind of sound crappy or tinny or just all around not good with certain types of sounds. Hip hop sounds good on it. Indie, really anything. Definitely all around utility speaker that can be usable for multiple musics. Uh, that's about it. There is a Ethernet port as well as an auxiliary port, and a it does come with a DC plug adapter, which or not adapter, but a DC plug. So you can charge this thing with an actual barrel connector plug instead of just a USB cable. Obviously, it's got quite the battery in it, 8 hours of continuous use. I have seen that it is about 8 hours. And a USB-C on the back as well, just in case you're looking to, for whatever reason, plug a USB cable into the back of this. There is a microphone on and off switch on the back, so you can again use voice controls on this. Hey, that word I can't say because my house is connected to it. Play blah blah blah. It will play blah blah blah. You can also turn off the microphone if you're paranoid and make sure that no one's listening, which is really important. All I Not really much else to say on it. It's got some really nice feeties with some rubberized little bases. It's got good grip. Definitely held on to anything I put it on to, so that's a plus, including a rickety metal cabin table. So definitely won't be falling off anything. It's definitely got a good amount of weight, like I said, about 10 pounds. So it's sturdy, will last. Uh, if you like JBL's sound, it's definitely not a reference monitor by any means. So obviously, with it lacking mid range there, it's not going to give you the true sound that you would want if you are listening just for a flat response. This is balanced for bass. There is a lot of it. If you're in the market for a speaker that will essentially blow your walls out at halfway volume, this is the one. And I've been having a lot of fun with it. I sometimes just sit with my face in it because why not? I haven't been to a concert in a minute, and that was the way back in the day. That's it for me. I am Nick, and I'm gonna go ahead and shut my camera off. Have a good night. Buy the JBL 300 and love it.